Hi, Virgo. Happy Valentine's Day. I zhuzhed it up for everybody for Valentine's Day. I hope all of you are well. Um, so, Virgo, you seem to have a true Valentine. Not too many of the signs have that, so congratulations. Um, there's been a lot of breakups this Valentine's Day, a lot of recalibration, but you've actually got your Valentine's. So I hope you're enjoying it. Um, what we have for the Lenormand is the snake, the birds, the man, the fish, and the lily. So the snake and the birds indicate a deceptive and kind of extra toxic group of gossipers. This is a very small group. I would say I'm feeling like it's under five people, more like two or three people who are observing a man who is well established financially and mature in temperament. Doesn't necessarily need to be an older gentleman, just someone that, certainly doesn't entertain people like the birds, let's just say. Um, So the snake is not a person. This is just the bird's attitude. And the snake, this is very much like jealousy. These are a people, and these are not the man's acquaintances either. I think the birds are your acquaintances. These are a bunch of people. Here, see, here's the man. Five of Wands are the birds. We've got the King of Cups here, which is also the man. Wow, this is really lined up perfectly here. We've got the Hermit here that represents the lily, which is, maturity, one who minds his own business, keeps to himself, is unconcerned with other people. Let's have a row for Virgo, please. Or not for Virgo, for their hold on. Now I'm wondering if I should do a split spread here. Nah, I don't think it's necessary. So, you know what? Actually, let's talk about the man. The man is confident. This is a man who, he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. He knows how to, or, let's face it, most of the people who watch my videos are women. I do have some men. So, the men who are watching, if you want to change the gender of the man, to whomever you're dating, it absolutely can be done. But if you'll excuse me, I'm going to retain his gender here. Um, he is he is on to bigger and better things, and never, is concerned with people like the bird. Um, he's had a run-in with these birds though. I don't think it was very, I don't think it was a big blow up. I think the man said something to them, like mind your business or whatever. And he did it in a very tactful way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Virgo, you are very discouraged by this, but you're enjoying yourself with your man. It's lovely. You just, it's, see, this is like bittersweet. Ace of Pentacles. Oh boy. Okay. Listen to me, Virgo. The birds would love nothing more than to wreck this situation that you've got. They are insanely jealous of it and will do anything to topple it. Don't help them, okay? I see you are hurt by this, but you are enjoying yourself with this man. I don't know if we've gotten to the love stage yet, but at the very least, you know, this is a harmonious and you know, healthy relationship that you have. But you're really feeling the lack of support from your friends. F your friends. Seriously, you don't need them, and you should really consider discarding these friends. And even if any of these friends, even if these are your siblings, you need to cut them off. Because everything here says that there is nothing wrong with this man that I can see. Um, can we clarify the man, please? Okay. Okay. We have a couple of more for the man. Okay. One more for the man, please. So the Four of Wands says it all. He's serious about you. I mean, you know, there is a little bit of caution here. Whoa, that was a big jumper. Supposed to be reversed? No. Okay. All right. Now my view of this man is complete. The Page of Wands gave me pause a little along with this. Um, this is not in the tarot. This is the artist Pamela Smith's illustration. This is one of her illustrations that um, the publisher decided to include in the Centennial deck. which is very descriptive. There are two people who are enthralled with each other, and these birds around their heads that to me indicate being deeply in love. But this one tumbling bird always, it's just sets the tone for the entire illustration here, which is caution in love. Be careful when you're falling, don't fall too blindly. Along with the Page of Wands, made me think, okay, I'm not sure about this man's intentions, but the intentions do seem honorable. He is also enjoying himself as much as you are. Does have his emotions involved here. Under here we have the King of Cups, which is a good sign. We'll get to the King of Cups in a moment because some people would object to that, but he is upright. We have the Four of Wands here, which is the marriage card. It doesn't mean that he's going to propose to you tomorrow or even that he's thinking about marriage. It's more like um, he he is thinking honorably towards you, and he does see himself in a real relationship with you and not a relationship of convenience or just for, self gratification and that kind of thing. This is real love and emotion here. Now, the King of Cups gets a bad rap of being overly stoic, but that would be if he was reversed. You have him upright. An upright King of Wands is not stoic. He is stoic in the way that he he doesn't only think with his emotions, he thinks with his head and does not let his emotions cloud his judgment. But on the other side of that, the King of Cups is emotionally accessible. He is honorable in love, not deceptive, you know. So I think I painted the picture well enough. This man is on the up and up. Whatever the birds are telling you, there are two groups of birds that I'm seeing here. Birds who are pretending to support you and who are putting all sorts of doubts in your head about his intentions. And I thought of that before, and that's why I was like, even if this was sisters, you know? Because I had this vision of like your sister being like, he doesn't care for you, he doesn't love you. Take it from me, I'm your sister. I know what's good for you. And who knows, one of the birds might be your mother. I'm not sure. But I do feel like some of these birds for some people might be relatives who are, deep down jealous of the union and want to torpedo it, you know. She's the tower here. So hold on, let's hold on a second. Okay. So let's have a look at the birds. Show me the birds, please. How many cards? Whoa. Yeah, see, we'll put it over here. The Five of Swords. Yeah, they're up to no good. You know, it's not just that these birds, and of course we know this because the snake is here, but it's not just that these birds are mistaken, they are deliberately steering you the wrong way. So that's the one group. We'll close that group out because I'm not going to waste my time talking about people like that. And then the other side is the other group are like friends and that kind of thing who just who aren't necessarily including you in the conversation. They're talking behind your back, and talking to other people and spreading rumors and you know maybe even trying to set things up to make the man look a certain way to you and to others, like he doesn't care for you and that kind of thing, like really plotting against both of you. But really, it's a plot against you because they don't like seeing you with this person. He has it together. He's well polished and, established financially and everything. They're just filled with envy about them. It's gross. Okay. Virgo now, please. We have a few more. Let's see, what is this? Yes, look at you, Virgo. Hold on. A few more for Virgo, please. Tell me, Virgo. Yeah, there you are again, Five of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Yeah, you're falling here. Yeah, I don't think yeah, we don't need any more. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles talks about your generosity of spirit, kind of like your sanguine spirit of, telling things to the birds. I see a bunch of people sitting at a banquet, like, you're so much in love that you're volunteering things to this bird, telling the birds what the man says, what the man does for you, and that kind of thing. And it just fuels the birds, envy and treachery and everything. Um, Page of Cups, this is you starting to fall for this man. And here you are, the Five of Pentacles starting to feel out in the cold. You're not feeling supported by the birds. You were taken aback. You didn't see the treachery coming, but now you do, and you're hurt by it. Um, there has been something that happens that the man happened to put the birds in their place that they didn't like. There's some kind of skirmish that happened between the man and the birds, and were caught in the middle of it or something. Um, all I'm going to tell you about this is that you're letting the birds win, and you need to go mend this with this man and forget, uh, you know, doing anything in the bird's best interest at all. Don't defend the birds, because the birds are not thinking about you. You need to think about yourself and this relationship that you're building. Because otherwise, this is going to happen. The man doesn't want to deal with this nonsense, Virgo. He's at the end of his tether already. And I feel the man because I'm kind of one of those people where, I will not tolerate people like the birds in my life in any capacity, whether they're my friends or their acquaintances or they're, friends of my new significant other. By the way, I think this relationship is not necessarily brand new, but I don't think it's a fully established relationship either. I'm thinking like a year or under. And if it's more than a year, I don't think it's older than two. It's a new-ish relationship. Okay? So it's not established enough to withstand this kind of onslaught of birds and snake behavior, especially if you have someone on, one half of this relationship whose tolerance level is very, very low of BS. Yeah, they like you, but they will avoid this type of thing at any cost, even if it means sacrificing the relationship with you. So you are forewarned, Virgo. Don't let this continue. And you know what else? This does not mean that you need to go confront the birds. Again, forget about the birds. The birds don't exist to you anymore. If there's something still, chafing your butt about what they said or did or whatever, you're gonna need to let it go. Don't, because the birds would love to, squabble with you and they'll love that. You're gonna need to let it go. Focus on these eyes here. Move forward. So I think we're gonna go roses and love. Okay. We'll do roses and love. There's not a whole lot of love that I'm seeing. So any love that I do see, I'm very much invested in salvaging because, like that Burt Bacharach song, what the world needs now is love, sweet love, for sure. I think it's a Bacharach song. Yeah, you guys are fighting. I miss the feeling of your body on mine. He's focused on you, Virgo. You need to focus back on him. Or else whoa. I'm disappointed in myself for letting you down. This can be both of you. Both of you have regrets about this whole bird situation because there's been a lot of ugliness that's been said that the birds have, this really annoys me that the birds have succeeded this much in creating this, you know, dissension. And the man, like I said, there was some kind of exchange with him and the birds that was kind of ugly that you got caught in the middle of, is what this card is talking about. I treated you like an option and I'm sorry. Okay. So we did have the Page of Wands. here that I said that I didn't continue talking about the caution too. Okay. So now we're going, remember I talked about two groups of birds. Let's go back to group number one with the seemingly well-intentioned birds. We'll call them the sister birds, you know. Um, and now this is starting to feel like another reading that I did, A Player with a Heart of Gold. Virgo, was that you guys? It might have been. Someone had, go look in the playlist. Let me have a quick look. Okay, it was Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart, go have a look. Um, it was Sagittarius. Um, yeah, February reading. Um, so where I had a very, very rare reading where we had a player type person who had met his match and was really falling for Sagittarius and was had honorable intentions towards Sagittarius. And I was like, oh God, I feel uncomfortable steering you towards a player, but here it is. Um, Now, for some of you, this man, he is, well established, mature. He's used to getting what he wants. You know, could have had a roving eye, but to be fair with the man, this is a new relationship. You might not have committed to each other yet, and he was continuing to date. Um, so it may not have been as treacherous as this sounds. I treated you like an option. Yeah, he had options because this was the beginning of your relationship and he was dating around. But he's sorry. I don't feel like this man is still treating you like an option. I think that the sister birds caught wind of this and ran with it, you know, and they were like, "Oh, see, he's no good." But that was past tense. It's not true anymore. You guys are dating seriously. You've committed to each other. You know, but right? We talked about this keep your eye open card. Um, I think that there's no red light that I'm giving you here at all. This is more like yellow lightish. Just it's we've got every indication here that this person is focused on you. Um, how it's going to be moving forward, I'm not actually, let's see. Um, what's the progression of this relationship here? Let's give us a little insight on what the progression is. If we avoid the tower and it's they're able to repair this. King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, man. King of Cups. He is honorable. The other thing is we got the Page of Cups. We did not get the Knight. I mean, the Page of Wands. We didn't get the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, I would have halted everything and been like, wait a minute, let's observe this Knight of Wands here. Maybe the birds are right, but this is a Page of Wands. This is more, the Page of Wands energy is more like what I said, where he was shopping around. He was dating around, he was getting to know people, and he chose you. Here it is right here. Okay? So the birds need to back off, F off, and go buy themselves a life somewhere because they are way too involved in your situation. So let's see. Any other messages? No. Spirit says no. That's it. The King of Cups says it all. This person has a square head on his shoulder, an open heart, an open full cup, and he is handing it to you, Virgo. He's handing it to you. Take the cup and don't pay attention to these birds who are trying to wreck this beautiful new relationship. Happy Valentine's Day. Love, light, and many blessings on your new relationship.